I am wearing a top, by the way. It's just like a tube top from Brandy Melville. So I know that it looks like I'm not wearing clothes when I sit down, but I'm wearing a tank top. I'm wearing a tube top. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing another little get ready with me. Today's kind of concept is going to be the vanilla girl makeup look, which I've seen trending right now on TikTok and stuff. I don't always follow every single like TikTok makeup trend, but I do like to give some of the aesthetics that pique my interest a go. And today I'm going to be giving vanilla girl makeup a go because I feel like it's cute vibes. I like the concepts. I'm going to be starting off with some Lakura Skin Science Caviar Illuminator in the shade Bronze Glow. Bought this from Aldi, by the way. But yeah, I'm just going to get ready with you guys, chat with you guys a little bit about the concept behind this makeup look, and you can tell me your thoughts and talk about life. What have you been up to and stuff? Let me just, I've got like one large pump. It's really 1.5 pumps, but that's what came out. And I'm just popping this on my face. My skin is so dry at the moment, you guys, because I just got back from Tasmania, and there's, oh, I'm going to do another pump. The weather in Tasmania, the air is super dry compared to Sydney. Sydney's quite humid, you know, mold grows quite quickly here. It's always humid. You're always sweaty and sticky. In Tasmania, it's like the opposite. I'm like not sweaty at all. Um, everything's dry and crisp and yeah, just a very different environment. So I recently went to Tasmania to visit my grandma because she lives there. And I was so dry in terms of my skin. I really like was kind of crispy. And when I came back, I was like, oh my goodness, my skin is flaking off. I need to moisturize because they just have a different climate down there. So yeah, this is just to give the skin a little bit of glow. It doesn't really give coverage because it gives just like a natural sheen. If you just wore this, your skin would just look a little more dewy and it'd probably have like a slight hydration. I'm wearing this today as a primer. It's very minimal. Now I'm going to go in with this Innisfree Dewy Glow BB Cushion foundation, and this is the just the refill because I don't have the canister to match. I just use it straight out of the refill. And this is just the BB Puff sponge thing, the little cushion puff that comes with this actual product. It's not one that I've bought separately. It's just the one that comes with it. And I wear the shade 21 Natural Beige. I've been wearing this a bit recently. It's a little light for my skin tone, as you can see. It's a little brightening. It's not too pale that it looks odd on my skin tone though. And it is a bit of a light coverage because it's like a BB cushion. It's not like a foundation cushion. And also because it's kind of a lighter coverage. It's got that dewy finish. I do find that it doesn't look too intense when I put it on my skin so that it looks like I'm washed out or anything. I always look very pale on these YouTube videos I make, especially when I'm sitting in front of my lighting setup, just because my setup is quite bright. And so the lighting here often washes out my skin tone. But in real life, it's like the peak of summer. I'm like tan, and this is not as tan as I get, honestly. Like this is like my medium skin tone, but like I feel like dewy and glowy right now, and this would be appropriate for my winter shade if I wanted it to be. I hope that makes sense of the vibes of where my skin tone is at in comparison to the face product that I'm using. But I'm just going to pat this all over the skin. And as I mentioned, this is a lighter coverage product, and that's what I'm going for today. So I'm going to talk more about the Vanilla Girl makeup concept, and then I'll talk more about my Tasmania trip. So the Vanilla Girl makeup look, it's kind of like the successor to the Clean Girl makeup look. You know, continuing on that very natural, minimal makeup trend. We're not really returning yet to the 2016 cakey kind of look, which I'm a big fan of. We're not quite back full circle to that again yet, but we're still in this more natural phase. This is a very light look. It's very wearable for people, especially younger people, and I feel like that's what a lot of the TikTok community is a lot of younger people are setting the trends over there, and I feel like this is very appropriate for like, I don't know if kids these days wear makeup to school, but I certainly wore makeup to school, and this would be like a very school appropriate makeup look for me. Although I wasn't very school appropriate when I did wear makeup to school. I was the kind of person who wore green lipstick to a maths test because that's what I decided to do. Like that's my vibe. But this is a nice natural look that you could wear to school and it wouldn't be like too intense. But yeah, the Vanilla Girl makeup look, think, you know what the term vanilla means. It's light, it's not too intense. Looks like it's quite bright over here. Do I have a chunk? Oh, I think I just have cystic acne underneath there that's gonna pop. Wait, let me just reply to my friend. Okay, there you go. Okay, I don't know why, but on my screen, I'm so small now. I don't know. Am I small on your screen? Let me just adjust all my settings and stuff. I hope I'm not like, okay, on my screen, I look like I'm just a small square in the whole YouTube video. So I hope I'm not becoming a small square on your screen. I hope it's just that my phone is wigging out. Um, I don't know. Can someone let me know if I'm a very small screen right now? Um, yeah, let me know. But yeah, the concept of vanilla makeup is very light makeup. It's not heavy, it's bright makeup, it's not heavy contour and like gothic aesthetics. It's very like brightening, vanilla, neutral. Um, what you'd think of when you hear the word vanilla. So I'm going to do quite a light look today. If you're wondering where I'm wearing this look to, I'm just going to cheer training, so it's not like I'm going to do anything crazy. And then honestly, this isn't enough for me for a night out. I will be dressing up this look later on because I'm going on a night out. It's Friday. So I will be taking this look to the next level with a bit more makeup and a bit more coverage later, because I want to go out and have some drinks with my friends and stuff, and it would be too light for me. Um, as much as that foundation was really nice, unfortunately, as I mentioned, it is a little light for my skin tone. So I'm going to go in with a bit of bronzer. This is the Becca bronzer in the shade Bronzed Bondi. And I'm just going to take this around the perimeters of my face, really blending it out. See how this isn't like a strong contour or anything. That's the vibe I'm going for with this bronzer today, just because this is the vanilla girl look. She isn't a contoured, chiseled girl. She just is a natural girl who is pretty every day and just wears light makeup, and this is that kind of vibe. I went a bit too low with the bronzer there. I'm just going to clean that up a bit. Yeah, so it's quite a natural, neutral glow, but I still want it to be a little bronze, especially at the perimeters, and I don't want it to look too light in comparison with my body, so I'm just going to go for it. Okay, there we go. Next I'm going to go in with, oops, why has this been annoying? There we go. I'm going to go in with some Rare Beauty. I feel like Rare Beauty is very much a vanilla girl makeup brand. I feel like all the TikTok girlies love Rare Beauty, and I'm going to go in with a dot of each blush, a dot of blush on each side. I'm not going to go really, really in with the blush. I'm just going to do like a decent amount of blush. It is summer. I do like a glowy look, but I'm not going to go too hard just because this isn't like a sunburnt makeup tutorial. This isn't like a cutesy look. This is just a vanilla girl look, and she would just have a nice natural amount of blush, not too much. So this would be the perfect amount, in my opinion, for a natural amount of vanilla girl blush. Going back to my Tasmania trip, I wore kind of vanilla girl makeup the whole time that I was on my trip. It was just very easy to do. I would wake up in the morning, put on the most simplest face ever, and it would be very easy for me to do on myself and easy to wear. It's a natural look. It's family appropriate. Not that like I wouldn't go for something crazy in front of my family anyway, but I'm going to be concealing just on my inner corners of my dark circles there. I don't want to go too ham and bring it all the way across the front. I do have a little bit of acne on this side here, as you can tell. Sorry, I don't mean to flip you off or anything. There we go. So I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer over that, but not too much because, again, this look is about being light-handed. And this is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I feel like a lot of clean girl and vanilla girl aesthetics crossover, and something that I think is a significant part of being a clean girl is using all those like TikTok trendy makeup products and those viral products. I don't necessarily always do that, and you don't have to do that, but it is an aspect of like TikTok culture to use those popular trendy products, and a clean girl aesthetic goes into that, and as does the vanilla girl aesthetic. That is honestly the main part of the base done. I'll do a little bit of highlight. Now these days, highlight that's intense is not as much of like a thing. I feel like they're going for a more natural highlight these days. So I'm going to be taking the High Beam from Benefit, another really popular cult classic product. I'm just going to be sweeping this along the tops of my cheekbones. And that's all the highlight I'm going to use. I'm just going to blend that in really easily with this brush here. Just patting that over the skin. You could also use as an alternative to the High Beam there. You could use Strobe Cream from MAC. You could use those Rare Beauty highlighters. I know those are super popular now. If you want a more intense look that is still within that like vanilla girl aesthetic, I would say it would be the Ariana Grande highlighter in the shade Miss Mercury. I feel like this is also a very like Vanilla Girl friendly product as well. I feel like this one. Vanilla Girl friendly products that I would also have loved to add to this tutorial would have been Glossier products. Unfortunately, Glossier is not currently available in Australia, so I don't have anything to use because I don't have access to those products to show you. But I do consider those to be quite Vanilla Girl products as well. Now that this is all of the base products done, I am going to be adding a little bit of powder to the eyes. I don't think that Vanilla Girls do a lot of eyeshadow. They have quite a light look. I have lash extensions on currently, by the way, which is why I'm not going to do mascara later. But I will do a little bit of eyeshadow, just very lightly. And I really mean it when I say light. Like, I'm going to go in with light colors that you wouldn't necessarily see me typically reach for. So I'm just going to go in with where's the palette? This one here. This is a palette that I've had for years. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Cookie palette. There's nothing particularly special. You don't have to use this particular palette, but I'm just going in with this shade up here called Ginger Cream. And it's just like a light shade. And I'm just going to set the eyelid with that. So something about the vanilla trend, of course, is that it's very light, not only in coverage, but in color tones. And so I'm choosing light colored makeup. And this is going to really brighten the eyelid here and bring a lightness to the whole look. So I'm just going to pack this onto the lid. I'm not doing it very heavily or anything. It's not like I'm doing a very cakey kind of shadow. But this is just going to brighten up that area further. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference. I certainly can in real life. And I think that's also another aspect of this look is that it's a lot about skin texture and making the skin look really nice. All the products that I use lay really nicely on the skin. None of these are like cakey products. You know, that concealer melts really nicely into the skin. The foundation that was a BB cream that I used looks really natural in real life. And as much as this looks nice on camera, this is also makeup that looks good in real life and doesn't look extremely cakey. I'm not opposed to a cakey look in real life. Like, honestly, I love all makeup. But this is makeup that genuinely looks very natural and real in real life. You know, it's not like I'm turning to the side and I've got harsh contour down the side of my face or something, which is typically something that I would go for. I am going to do a little bit of a nose contour just because I personally like a nose contour, and you don't have to follow this step. You don't have to follow any of these steps, but I'm going to do that. I also have a little bit of like dirtiness on this brush. It's a bit of bronzer. I'm just going to sweep that through the crease. Not a lot, just to give a little bit of warmth. It's not really going to give a darkness, as you can see. The shadow is still very bright and light. But I just want a little bit of warmth there. Next, I'm going to take that same brush. This is just a base shadow brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to grab this shade from Milani. It's the 02 Silky, no, matte, yeah, the Silky Matte bronzing powder in the shade Sun Kissed 02. There we go. I'm just going to take this on the bottom of the nose and down the sides. You don't have to do that. I just personally felt like a nose contour today. And I'm just going to go over that with this brush just to really lighten it up. So now I feel like my nose is snatched, but I'm still like giving Vanilla Girl vibes. It's still a light makeup look. I really don't like that my pimple is like getting highlighted by the lighting. You're already beautiful without makeup. You don't need it. I think that everyone is beautiful without makeup, and no one needs makeup, but makeup is like art, you know, it's something you enjoy and you put on for fun. I do like acknowledge that some people do feel also more confident with makeup on, and I totally respect them for that, because there's nothing wrong with doing what you feel like doing to make yourself feel more confident. But I think that at its core, it is most important to be confident in your own face, regardless of what you've done to it in terms of makeup, or if you're into fillers or things like that. I'm not opposed to those things. I think that if it's something that you want for yourself and you're going to feel more confident and you're going to be happier if you do those things, go for it. I'm happy with or without, and I enjoy doing makeup because I think it's fun to use products and fun to try things on my face, and it washes off at the end of the day, so it's lots of fun to me. I'm going to grab some, I want to do something that's a little bit of an eyeliner, but I don't know if Vanilla Girls would do much in terms of eyeliner. I'm going to grab just the most subtlest amount of brow pomade, and I'm going to use that as eyeliner. So I'm using the, what is this called? Brow pomade from Benefit. It comes a little thing like this with the brush attached. I'm just going to do a slight wing at the edge of each eye. But yeah, thank you for saying I'm beautiful without it. I appreciate it. I think everyone is beautiful without makeup or with. And I'm glad you like my makeups. Hopefully you like it because you're watching. I'm just going to do that much of a wing. See how it's so tiny? and it's quite faint because I used a pomade. It's not as opaque of a color. So when I blend it with the brush, it just kind of wisps out into nothing really easily. I do like the way my eyes look with a wing liner. I don't do it all the time, especially when I have my lash extensions on, but I do feel like it gives a little, like, I don't know, I'm just really into wing liner. I'm a wing liner girl. And this is a way that I feel like I incorporate a wing into such a natural makeup look. So I'm going to be doing it like this today because it suits the trend and it suits my personal preferences as well. And that's what it's all about, combining what you like with what's going on right now. If you don't like Vanilla Girl makeup, don't do it, you know? Reject the trends that you're not into. Do what you want. I like this amount of Vanilla Girl makeup. Now I'm just going to take what's remaining on the brush and just do the tails of my brows just to define them a little better. I don't want to have a strong brow, but I would like a little bit of a brow. I'm just going to take the remaining product and sweep that through the ends of the brow. See, I've drawn a tail on to each side of the brow, and then I'm just going to grab a brow brush, like a little spoolie. Oh, here's what I've got. Oh, you're from Chile. That's so cool. Well, I'm glad you commented because I didn't know that I had any viewers from Chile. I'm glad you share the same sentiments as me. We're on the same page, buddy. What I'm doing right now is I'm brushing the brow product through the back end of my brow, so it's more faded at the front and darker at the end, the tail, back end, this end. The rear end of the brow. It doesn't really make sense because it's on my face. It's very much at the front of my face, but you know what I mean. I do think that like Vanilla Girl would do a little bit to her brows. Recently, I haven't actually been wearing brows at all. When I went to Tasmania, I didn't bring any brow products with me because I like the way like no brows or like a bleached brow looks, but I think that a Vanilla Girl would tidy her brows a little bit. And so now I'm taking the Brow Boss Gel from Colourpop and I'm just pushing my brows upwards. And you could leave it like this if you like a more of a boy brow look. I prefer to sweep them down because I like a little bit more of a, not polished look. I don't know how you'd call this, a tidied look. Yeah, more pointed look. That's what I'm into. Anyway, that's all I would do for this clean girl makeup look. I will now add some lip liner, and I have to show you my favorite combo recently. I have got a couple of favorite combos, but one of them is using the shade 049 Natural from, what brand is this? Rimmel. This is in the Lasting Finish formula, and I have been rounding out my Cupid's bow. See how that's so similar to my skin tone. I love it. Just overlining slightly on the bottom lip. To my new friend from Chile, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And it's so cool that you're in Chile. I'm using Google Translate. That must be so difficult. Must be so difficult to Google Translate just to leave me a comment. So I really do appreciate it. I wish I could have Google Translate and you could speak to me without having to Google Translate and I could do it here. But unfortunately, I just live stream on my phone. So I do appreciate that you're putting in the work right now. So see how that's a very natural overline. And so it gives the lip that kind of curved Cupid's bow shape without being too extreme. And I draw a line up the center there. This lip liner is more close to my lip shade, so it doesn't create as much of a contrast. But if I was using right now a lip liner that had more of a contrast with my lip shade, this would create more dimension. I'm now going to put on a little bit of lip gloss and set the face. Now, I know clean girls don't always necessarily agree with this, but I'm going to be using the Mario Badescu facial spray to set the face. It doesn't really be a setting spray. It's more just a facial spray just to give a bit of glow. It doesn't really like make things bulletproof. By the way, I'm just wearing a claw clip in my hair because that's what I'm into right now. The jewelry it's quite Vanilla Girl. I feel like pearls are very trendy right now, especially in the Vanilla Girl world. I inherited these, so I have been wearing them a lot and they're very special to me. And then this is a silver locket necklace. I'm going to be wearing some gloss just to finish off the look, and I'm going to be going in with I was thinking maybe I should use this one from Grwm Beauty. Yeah. This is the plumping lip gloss from Rare Beauty. Not Rare, Rem. And that's like a really nice light lip combo that's not too concealer lippy, because sometimes I can are into the concealer lip genre. It's a little bit more natural and neutral, and you can see through it a bit, so you can see the color of my lip peeking through, but it does give a little bit of contour and dimension to the lip, because this is lighter than my lip color and this is slightly darker, but it's still both of these products quite close to my lip color, and so it looks quite natural still, and I do consider this still within the vanilla family, while providing brightness and just kind of accentuating the natural things that I have going on my face. Anyway, yeah, this is my Vanilla Girl makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me, and I'll catch you next time. I really do appreciate you watching. Bye!